Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I'm Shagmami, your local tentacle master sea slug, and today we are going to be playing Orcs and Dorks, Triumph of the Tusk. Let's go say hi to everyone. I do apologize. Twitch is broken, AWS is having issues, and I cannot do anything about it, so we will be doing our game here on YouTube. I can try to reconnect, and if it is what it is, but yeah. If it doesn't want to do anything, then it doesn't want to do anything. It is what it is. Alright, we live.
Hey.
Wiggly dagger.
Hey.
Oh, hello. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh wow, yeah, like Twitch is not even coming back up. I don't know what the hell happened. It's completely fuckered.
It died.
Yeah. Whatever.
Twitch.
Rip
It took a nap.
Twitch. This is why you guys should be following me on YouTube instead.
Mm.
You
There's
know,
so
get
many
those
issues.
plugs in.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and give it over to DM Mech Owner.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey everyone. So how is everyone doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Doing good.
Woo,
Nice.
woo, woo.
Oh, everybody's all excited?
Very.
Yes.
Yes.
It's orc time and nog season. How can I not?
Oh, I gotta make my
Okay.
dice.
Hey, look good.
Let me see. So yes, we are playing Triumph of the Tusks. Let me see. I'm trying to bring up. Why can't I find it? See.
Oh, we get to watch Shog customize some dice.
Yep.
That's the best thing about.
Look at the math rocks.
Clackety clack.
The forbidden candies.
Okay.
Freya says I want some forbidden candies.
That's not Freya.
That's Jackie.
That'd be
Oh,
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie wants forbidden candies.
Yeah, he allowed.
He loud and proud.
He loud proud.
He's not happy with me keeping the office door closed, so we don't have crosstalk.
Aiko hates it when I close the door too. Comes in, butts her head in it, mopes and stuff.
Yeah, he's moping.
Oh, poor baby. Poor baby.
That's okay. I'll give him scritches. He'll be happy.
Yeah. Lots of good.
Scritch.
Sorry, I'm trying to find like there's like a module in here that actually has a lot of the information on here, and for some reason I can't find the one I was using before. Let me see. I was trying to navigate it, but I think then I'll just go.
Yeah, it should just be in your journals and then book one.
Okay, yeah, there it is. All right, yeah, I keep on because there's so many different things that are similar, but it's not the same one. But let me see. Right. So for Triumph of the Tusk, basically, the PCs have basically been invited by Ardax, who is basically the head, like the leader of the Orcs at the moment, and but let's see. So you guys invited by him to Tornmoot, to basically come out for the flood truce, which is basically kind of a meeting of all the different orc clans right before the basically like the event of where like the rains come and basically start to um, you know I'm losing my words here. Nurture the land and everything, and that's well, a lot of the orc clans are like have like a truce during that. So you were invited, like using the PCs, but you would be going there for your own reasons. So let's see. What we do here is. I need to reset this up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear a cute story while he's setting up?
No.
Yeah, you do. So my cat Jack will not eat until you pet him and call him a good boy.
Mm. Good boy.
Yep. You have to pet him. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. And then he'll go eat. He's a funny cat.
While he's looking up stuff, why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves out of character?
Okay. Who goes first?
The trash can.
Let's
Yeah.
start with Cram. We'll go back the other way.
Can.
Tin can.
Can.
Can of tin.
Chrome Dome.
Chrome dome?
We'll start
Chrome
with.
Dome.
We'll go ahead and start with Cram, and then go down the list.
But I'll go first. Hi everyone,
that
I'm
works.
Elixir. I am one of the co-DMs on this channel for our Thursday night games. Tonight I will be playing Subal, my commander orc.
Whoever wants next.
Hello, I'm Corset, and I'm gonna be playing my ranger Bunalu, who is a Dromar hunter, or ranger rather. She uses a bow, and she worships the Domar goddess Juka. Judic's edicts are work together, push each other to greater heights, and respect the animals you hunt.
I'll go ahead and go in that case. Hi, I'm Kit Funaki. Longtime TTRPG player. Player in Pathfinder and D&D for quite some time now. DM'd both of them. Only Pathfinder recently for some one-shot. Pretty fun. Tonight I am playing Ulna. She is a dog holo animist, and she has her little companion with her. And I've forgotten his name. I have amnesia.
Oh
You
no!
forgot- It's Smidge.
It's Smidge. His name is Smidge. His name is Smidge the Python. Would it be cooler to call him a blood python or a ball python? I think blood python.
I'm not sure. Right now you
Whatever.
said it's Smidge the Snick.
Yeah, it's just doesn't matter what kind of snake he is. His name's Smidge. His name's
Smidge.
Smidge.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's Smidge. And for those who are new to Animist, think like a shaman. I mean, I guess that's kind of like the more specification of what I do. But I work with ghosts. Work with the ghosties.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and go next. I am Captain. This is really one of my, at this point, I think one of my biggest TTRPG experiences. I've been in a lot, but none of them have run as long as our last campaign did. and it was a lot of fun. So I'm in it for round 2. Otherwise, I don't stream. I don't have any online aliases besides this one, and I am Cram the Gobble, tiny green sneak thief, and I stab things lots.
And you're naked.
Well, yeah. Mostly from the waist down, but yeah.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Fantastic.
He wears a little vest or something like Donald Duck, but no pants.
No, it's full leather armor, but only on top.
It's reverse Donald.
Might be able to sketch something on top of that when we can get some time, so you're not fully naked.
I mean, I'm not opposed.
And I'm Shag. I'm playing Riven. I've been playing TTRPGs for, I guess, probably closer to 4 years now. I've been role-playing since, probably close to 25 years almost now. And I am playing Riven, the Magus.
Yay, Maguses are cool.
Some interesting changes happened to Magus in the last day.
I don't even know what happened, so yeah.
Oh boy.
Some errata came out that changed things.
Mm.
Some of it's good, some of it's bad. Now you can use saving throw spells regardless. You can always have. You don't have to take a feat for it. You can use any type of attacking spell now.
Okay.
But you can only sure strike / true strike once per fight.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's good that I did change my
That's just like for the spell itself. It has been debuffed. It's been changed to where when you cast it on a person, they're immune for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm kind of glad then that I did. I did sure strike and gravitational pull, because I know you were like, you should get sure strike twice. I'm like, I think I'll grab gravitational pull instead.
But yeah, you can use any kind of your saving throw attack spells now along with it. You don't have to have the expansive spell strike to be able to do that.
So I don't have to even take expansive spell strike?
Expansive is still good if you want to like be able to channel AoEs, but it's not essential for all of your spells anymore.
Okay, I don't even know if I have that right now. Do I have it? Not yet. I think that was going to be my next one that I picked up, so I guess I will change that. Because there's some other stuff that's really cool, so.
Yeah, it's a shame, Cloud. It was a lot of fun just being able to like mutilate things with non-stop crits, but it was busted ass busted. Like literally, it was the best level 1 spell in the game. Everyone took it because it worked with spells too.
I'm gonna ask you something in private, Alexa.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks. Apologies. This is a new adventure path, and it is a little bit of a different format than Cowboys and Kobolds, like how Outlaws of Alkenstar was. So I'm still trying to get my bearings. But hi, I'm Mick Owner. I am your GM for this evening, and I've played TTRPGs since like pretty much back in college when I was back like for like in 3.5 D&D. Took a bit of a break, came back when 5th edition was kind of in its like golden days, I guess, if you could say, and then WotC happened, and then we jumped over with Pathfinder, and been still having the blast since. So, I think that should be. Is everyone good to begin?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to like do a little bit of adjustment on our overlay so people can see dice.
Okay. But I guess before we go over then, since this is the first session and it's been a bit to try to get to this point, and I think we're all trying to get, we were all working hard to try to get here. So I want everybody to have an additional hero point for this session. So you're gonna have 2 for this session.
Okay.
Woo! Yay!
Thank you, Krampus.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is Christmas. Gonna be
It's
It's
Christmas.
me. It's Christmas.
Okay,
Merry
I fixed
Chrysler.
dice box fixed.
Okay,
Cool.
so I think we're all good.
Yes, I have my Hefeweizen. I'm very happy.
That was
Okay.
great with the music in the back, because he's like, I think we're all good, and the music's like, rah!
Okay. So I guess what we can do first is we can give, because you all would be traveling to this area like for one reason or another. I mean, you all were invited, but here, let's jump over to the actual kind of big map first, just to get a good see the layout of it. Let me see. Actually, I don't know if people can see this without their tokens on.
I can see it. But I'm not.
right.
But I'm a DM.
Yeah.
So.
Let me see.
I can see it.
I'm just gonna can everybody see the map?
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have token vision turned off. Let me double check.
there's
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Torrent Moon.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but basically, but yeah, this is basically kind of like the area, like the big, like overall, like area map. So areas you may or may not visit, but the story begins in in the near the middle of the map, in that the area called at Torrent Moot, right there. Okay. So
Oh, whoa. Okay.
This is a big wolf.
Yep. yeah. So
Yes.
So basically, you all arrive in Ardek's camp. Like, it's about late spring, and as you arrive, as you see, a dry, rocky expanse spreads out in all directions. The only visible plants are scrubby brushes that cling to the edge of a flat, dusty roadway, which gently curves to the north. To the east, the land rises to a low plateau that's bare, except for a sprawling encampment. Beyond that, white-capped mountains are visible in the distance. Within the encampment, 24 tents stand in an oblong circle around a large central bonfire. The tent walls are mostly formed from hides on wooden frames, and colorful banners flutter from their peaks. Split logs form rough benches throughout the common space, and at least 40 orcs and dromars are engaged in conversation or friendly contests of skill and strength. So, as you arrived, you are each provided a space to set up your own tents, if you have them. Would everybody have their own tent, or want to have a space for their own tent, or would everybody have their own tent and want to use their own tent for this?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, I've got my big 4-person tent for my wolf. So yeah, I got my tent.
I just have my
I-
pup tent, so it just fits me.
I just need
I'd probably
a
just
simple
all
tent.
up under an oversized cloak or something.
But yeah, you would have been provided a spot. So at this point, you could probably choose any of the. Let me see. Actually, let me bring these people into vision. Hold on.
There's a rug to the southwest, Fram.
Oh, there is.
Yep.
Pile up on that. Wait till the people inside are asleep, because it's not mine.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so for the moment, these are all the I guess the notable figures that you see throughout the camp. But then you are free to choose, I guess, which spot was assigned to you for your tents. So feel free to choose.
Oh, I got a good idea. I'll
Oh, my
work on stuff. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see. Kit, are you gonna have Ulna have a spot?
Yes. As soon as as soon as this stops breaking for her, it just went really glitchy.
Hmm. Okay.
There, I put some
We
text
can-
for where people's
can-
are at, so we can find it again later.
Gotcha. We can lay anywhere. Are they all open or?
Well, pretty much the ones that don't have like anyone like next to them. I would say that those are open. So.
Gotcha. I guess I'll just do the one where Boone is. Don't really have a preference. Just
Okay.
wherever there's warmth.
There we go. Everyone has a name by theirs. I'm gonna
Cool.
adjust the color so it's a little bit easier to read.
All right, so you don't necessarily have to be right at your tent, but if you have it assigned, because right now it's just a lot of kind of like just different conversations going on, like a lot of like gatherings, like I said, like also like tests of skill and strength going on. So from what you can tell, there's no one kind of like rallying them, or you don't see anybody who you would think that would kind of fit Ardax's kind of like description. So at this moment, yeah, he's not at the moment. So for the moment, you are all free to kind of do as you will. Like if you want to socialize, take a look around, explore a little bit, you are free to do what you like. But just remember that this you all have been invited because Ardax is basically is looking for like it is like basically you are kind of representatives of a group or like a kind of interests because of this kind of gathering of orcs and trying to see where you guys can fit into like this kind of possible like large group or alliance that might be happening. But other than that, you can do as you will for the moment.
I am a gobbo of action. I'm gonna move over to the tent next to me and up to this orc, and I'm gonna be, "Oi, you are Dax."
No, I'm not. Are you looking for him?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go in door to door to ask, because except that door where I came out of, because whoever's in there, water isn't there. They look scary. Second question, slightly unrelated. Can I pet your dog?
Oh yeah. You can pet her. I'm sure she'll be fine. Yeah. Lets out a whistle, and its head camera just pops up and like, it's okay.
Bear hugs and animalistic rustlings. We sniff each other's butts, the whole nine.
Ardax, are you sure he's gonna be with all the guards?
Yeah, I don't know if I like the guards. I'm gonna dodge that one for now and just keep moving on. We'll come with.
Sure. Let's go find people. We need to introduce ourselves anyway.
Wait. I don't think
Hello.
you're Onyx. But do you know where Ardax is?
Boo don't know. Boo just got here.
Boone, that your name?
Yeah, Boonalu is Boonalu.
Boonalu. Oh yeah. What about you, mate? What was your name? I didn't catch it.
Subal of the Empty Hand.
Symbol. Okay. I am Crane. Rhymes with ham. I like ham because it tastes like man meat, but when you tell that to the man meat, they don't like that. So I like ham. My name is Crane.
All right, Graham.
Good to
All
meet
right.
you.
Good to meet you. But no Ardax then, Bunola?
No.
Alright. Moving on. You wanna come with?
Can Boo pet the dog?
That's a good dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Oh,
can pet her.
who's a good girl? And she just starts scruffing her on her neck and scratching her chin and just petting her in all those spots that dogs just like. Because she's very, she's very in tune with animals, so she's just loving on this doggy.
To reiterate, Midnight is a black dire wolf. It is a huge creature. Its head is probably almost the size of your body.
Yep, and that's why she loves it.
All right.
Where did you get a dire wolf?
Well, a lot of the soldiers of the region, a lot of soldiers of Belskin, we use them as mounts.
That is amazing. Well, shall we?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Hey, excuse me. You know where Ardax is?
Kids. Still hit you.
My screen was still frozen.
Oh, still it's
Oh.
not still acting
Yeah,
weird.
so
Hmm.
it's still being very, very funny for some. It's just like it's lagging like 3 to 5 seconds behind every.
Weird. Have you've tried refreshing already?
I did.
You close it completely out.
I can try to.
Yeah, you should close it completely out. It's probably overrunning memory leak.
I'll
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, clear
I'll-
cache and all that stuff.
I'll use stream to kind of. Well,
Don't clear
that's,
cache yet.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, just reset memory.
Oh, I am. I just took it out of the browser completely and I'm back in now, but
Okay.
I'm looking at stream to see where everyone. Would I know where this person is? Already, since we were invited here. Have I seen them?
No, like basically they kind of like I think your group kind of arrived around the same time, but you didn't really like meet at that point. You kind of just went to your tents first to set up, and now at this point you're kind of settled in your tents, and now this time where people are kind of mingling a little bit while they're waiting to see what Ardax plans.
She just kind of looks around. Just Smidge sitting up on there. Smidge just kind of like shakes its head. No, we don't know, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid of the person over in that first tent, and I don't like talking to the guards. And I don't know. Somebody else want to do something? I tried.
Olna's really tall. If it.
Boo is gonna get closer to Una and she starts like kind of tilting her head on one side and then looking and then tilting it to the other side. Boo doesn't understand what you are.
I am me. I am from my tribe. I am a Kolo.
Hello.
She's already standing on she's standing bipedally right now. And she looks at her and she's like, yeah, Colo. And then she gets on all fours to show her like what it looks like in Quadro. And just kept saying Colo, like bipedal, quad pedal, biquadal, quad pedal, Colo.
Okay. Sorry, Boo is new to different races.
She points at the wolf. Points at the wolf. And she points at herself. And then she points at you.
Are you a dog woman? Is that offensive? I'm sorry. Boo, sorry.
She just like she does this like grin with her canines and just kind of chuckles a little like you're fine. Yes, I would be what you would call dog people. I'll let you get away with calling that to me for understanding purposes.
Can Boo scratch your ear?
She kind of thinks about it. She goes quad paddle and shakes her head.
Okay, so Boo starts petting her.
Ulna's just entertained by this thought, so that's why she's going along with it.
What is Snake's name?
This is Smidge.
Smidge. And what is your name?
Mine?
Is Ulna?
Is Ulna. That is my name.
I am Boo.
Hello, Boo.
I'm Subal.
Hello, Subal.
And I'm Cran, because I like ham.
I think that is a delicious substitute for nothing. Anything's better than nothing.
Yes.
Boo stops petting her and thank you. Boo is learning.
She just does a little with her foot. Just for shits and giggles.
Boo just grins.
I see that Riv's token has moved slightly out of tent. Is Riv poking at his Riven looking out of the tent at this point?
About that point, Riven steps forward and out of the tent, hearing the commotion. Stepping forward is, you don't know if it's a woman, you don't know if it's a man, it is just armor.
Oh shit, there they are. I hide behind Subal.
What? Subal's gonna look very confused for a moment before looking over to where Cram was looking. Hello there. You seem to be. You spooked the little friend.
What? No, shut up.
Are you a guest of Ardrax?
I am Riven. I am here at the behest of Maha Freya here.
A guest. She's a guest, or they are a guest. Do not. Don't worry. I'm sure she will. They will only stab you a few times, if you deserve it, Graham.
Look, I've been stabbed enough times to know that I don't like it at all, much less multiple times.
Boo confused. You had to be stabbed first to know this?
But yeah, you gotta try everything at least once, right?
She nods.
It is a matter of pride for her to have scars and tattoos in the city, so I imagine it's that way.
Question. Would I be able to tell if Riven is like a suit of armor? Would I be able to sense any kind of spiritual presence?
You know what? Give me a. Let me see. Give me either a perception check or give me for occultism.
Oh, and Boo's totally doing the like tilting her head and looking and tilting her head again and just trying to figure out this armor thing too.
Obscura loves you, Cram. I figured that you should know that.
Aww.
Does it need to be public, hidden, blind?
A blind, please. Jimmy.
I just remembered.
Yeah.
I wish that Ginja was here with Cram's accent.
Me
Okay.
too.
Oh, I'm loving that dice kit.
Mm.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. I was going for a very bony look.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also white. She's like a white hyena. It's kind of like
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was getting
Yeah.
that vibe.
Mm-hmm. She's got scars on her, so like the thing has scars too. So it's like a combination of the two. I thought it'd be really cool.
Why is Cram tilted?
Look, that's a captain issue of not remembering which scroll versus pinch to zoom. Like, I'm working on a laptop here. I'm having some problems.
It's okay.
I mean, he's tilted because you're here, and you just came out of this walking armor came out of a tent.
Wiggle 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 wiggle.
Okay, can we take the keys, get everyone's attention?
Jingle jingle. Hey, he's up here. No, look, you see what I'm saying? Jingle jingle.
I think.
Sorry, that's happened at least once campaign.
Oh yeah. I think Supal will kind of step forward around midnight to get a better look at Ribbon, and well, if you're a guest, then welcome to. Oh.
Did you drag me with you?
Yeah, it did a thing. I'm fixing it.
Take me away to better
There we go.
days.
All right.
Take me away. So I figured out what my screen issue was. It was the accelerator.
Ah,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that'll do it.
But
It was Amy.
but Ulna, as you kind of look and kind of more observe Riv, there is a form in that armor, you can tell, but maybe not quite what you would think to expect. You kind of get like a bit of a, like, it's a sense like a colder feeling, but there is something underneath the armor.
Ona comes up and just kind of overall looks and says, so unlike some of the other characters, she's not like blunt and rude about stuff. Ona just kind of looks at Riv and goes, I'm aware of your kind, but this is the first I've seen them in person. Quite how fascinating.
I do not believe you know my kind.
I'm going to whisper to Subal. I know exactly what that is. That's spooky shit right there.
There's a lot of frightening things, but a lot of people say the same thing about orcs, and that's why we're here trying to talk with everyone. So I say give them a chance.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, that's not. Says back. Wasn't saying to offend or anything, but it was just familiar to see one in person.
Again, I do not believe you know what I am.
Who wants to know?
That's
What
fine.
are you?
I am Riven. That is all that you need to know.
Ribbon. Okay.
Hey, Riven. If I don't stab you first, will you not stab me?
I have no intention on harming anyone unless they harm me first.
Alright, we good. Name's Cran. Rhymes as ham.
Ham.
The second best meat because it tastes like man meat.
What is ham?
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Boar. if you're from the region. Boar.
Ah.
Specifically boar's stomach, right? Or is it the rear end?
I don't know.
It's the back end.
As much as you can fit in your mouth, I guess.
I've never been a butcher.
I wish to try this ham.
Ona starts looking around for a pig.
Not at this moment.
I'm sure we could go on a hunt after a while, get to know one another a bit better, but
Oh, a hunt! Yes!
Ona's ears flicker when she hears the word hunt.
I'm down for that.
in the
As
meantime,
hunting is Boo's specialty.
is it?
Yes.
We
Then I
are,
like you even more.
we are here to speak with Artax.
Has
My
anyone
guess-
yeah.
seen?
Hmm?
Has anyone seen?
Okay, and at this moment, to the north, you see a heavily muscled, white-haired orc kind of step out of the tent and go over towards the big campfire, leap onto one of the benches. He jumps onto one of the split log benches near the fire, and his voice cuts through all the sounds of the camp, and all eyes go to him. And goes, "Welcome to Torrenmoot. For those of you I've not met personally, I'm Ardax. I have invited you to Belkzen, and I'm pleased to see you. You've arrived during the Flood Truce. For those who are new to Belkzen, this is a time of plenty in which the many holds that make up our glorious nation agree to peace with each other. Soon, the floods come," he says, like pointing to the north. When they do, the roadways to our west becomes a river. After that, the quickened plants along the shore sprout, followed by the herds of Orcs. He smiles slightly. "I'm jealous of you who get to see this for the first time. It is truly glorious." Several orcs in the camp nod in agreement as they are starting to approach and listen. But that is still weeks away. Until then, I ask only that you respect the truce and get to know others in the camp. Some have traveled far, while others have lived here their whole lives. If you are thoughtful and careful, you might just find allies and make friends that could lead to fruitful alliances. He pauses for a moment, and then he raises his voice even louder. "But for now, enjoy our hospitality." And the orc, he leaps off the log, and he steps back and starts speaking with a nearby group of orcs.
Hey, you think that was a guy?
That was Ardrax, yes.
Boo thinks so.
So we're just supposed to sit around and wait for weeks?
Well, weeks for the actual flood. Before that, this is the time to get to know one another and get to know him if you want. It's a time of the orc clans, the holds are competitive. It's only during Torrenmoot that things are peaceful enough that these talks can really be had.
Competitive, yes, very much.
Or worse, but that is why we're here. But what's your business with him then, Graham?
Well, I'm kind of a scout. I just been hired on by a handful of just traveling merchants and such. Lately, I've been hanging out a lot with the Yosoki, and more or less just stabbing the things that would bite back and making sure the path is clear. And yeah, I'm just kind of in the area, and I heard wind of this, and somebody was like, "You should go," and I was like, I should go, and so I go.
And the rest of you?
Boo won, so Boo got to come.
You won. What did you win?
Well, Zolkar, or hunters in my tribe, we just took down this big monitor lizard. And so then our tribe got attention. And so then we had fisticuffs to find out who would come represent. And you just happen to notice right now that she's got a fat lip.
I think he's going to grab your jaw and tilt your head up to give it like just a look to make sure that it's nothing more than just a swollen bruise before he nods. Good job.
Thank you, Sabal. Who appreciates that?
Strength is still strength. He looked at Ulna since Ulna's right next to him. What about you, Ulna?
My tribe has history, and that is one of the things that our foundation is upon. But with having history, there's stories to share, but there's also stories to learn. So they were requested to send a representative, and they came to Una since she is very much one with the spirits of the past, but also informative of what's to come.
Nicole, should I do a occult roll or anything to see if I would know what that kind of represents, or would that be knowledge that I would have of what that would be?
Let me see. Of what specifically?
Of basically the class that Kit is.
Let me see. I mean, this is I would say that. I mean, you would have. I mean, this is it's the class is kind of. It's kind of a big part of this. Like, it was introduced with this adventure path. Am I right? Or, I would say, with you, you've been basically, your characters have lived in the area for a bit. You know what I mean, you're because of your background. Because, so I would say you would know, you would have heard and kind of know the basics. I think.
Okay. The shaman then. Okay. Well, it is always good to have one that speaks with the ancestors here. I'm glad you were invited.
You. And what about you? Where were you invited? Unless I...
Well, I am one of Adrex's hold. His clan. One of the Empty Hands. I'm a commander of the...
You've seen much battle then, yes?
I've seen my share. And Subal is, a orc. He's rather tall, he's rather fit, and he's about 7 foot. Most average orcs can reach up to 7 feet. But he is, heavily scarred. He's wearing a combination of leathers and plate armor. He's got a buckler attached to his left forearm, and he's got a two-handed spiked maul that he's got hooked onto a ring on his back. And Midnight has barding on her that is very much riding barding, as well as what looks like to be holster for a flag, but there's no flag at the moment.
Oh, I guess we should probably all explain what our characters kind of look like, huh? So, Boo is a half-orc with pale blue hair with a red shock in the front. She has purple eyes and purple cloak, and she's wearing simple leather armor. She has her ears pierced. She wears a special necklace that's made of teeth, of different things that she's hunted, teeth and claw and bone. Yeah. Oh, and she has scars around her eyes in an intricate pattern.
Why do I always feel like the characters you have, the characters I have very, very similar tones in some of these senses at times?
I know, right?
I love it. Are we
Alright.
kind of going down the line describing each character then in that case too?
If you like, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead. So, Olna, as I said earlier, she's biped and quadruped. So for quadruped, she's a pretty, decent height for being a colo. But when she stands on her hind, she's very tall. She's super tall. That's why sometimes you'll see her walk around with a walking stick, because the weight balance can sometimes affect that. So having like a walking stick with her helps. Not only is it can assist with spellcasting, but just overall balancing, because her proportions are definitely top heavier. But she's able to deal with it efficiently when in battle. It's just like if she's calm and relaxed, she's noticing it, but like when she has the adrenaline pumping, she doesn't even care. She's covered with scars. She's a white hyena in appearance, red eyes, pink nose. She has like talismans and bones, so she kind of like you hear her walk, you hear like the chiming of bones when she walks, because that's how many she has on them. Carries all kinds of patches and satches. Some of them have bones, some of them have bone dust in them, and just kind of like little herbs and all these little things, like very tribal like. So like her outfit is like, it's very light, but it still offers warmth and protection. She carries her additional like fur on her. She has her family talisman that hangs upon her, and then of course you'll never find her without Smidge. Smidge is a snake, think like a combination of like a blood python, like very thick but also very long, like a ball python. He has like a slight translucent look to him. You can still kind of like touch him in a sense, but like sometimes like your fingers could like just go right through him. But he's pretty chill for the most part. Kind of doesn't really care for the humanoids all so much. He just gets slightly annoyed by them, so you'll hear him do little huffs of hissing. Like when he's around, he's just like... But he deals with it. So that's kind of Ulna in appearance-wise in a nutshell. And she has a mask too, and like I said, scars.
We are going down the line. Suppose I am next. My art is not nearly as representative of my character. I think it's close, honestly. Definitely just like a hairless, quote-unquote middle-aged goblin as far as goblins go. Wearing decent leather armor on top. Wearing some, things aren't white. In this world, I'm sure a white fabric is probably really hard to make and maintain, and so it's a regular tan color undies, but otherwise it's like naked legs, naked feet. Better for moving, better for sneaking. Yeah, I've got one mean-looking, to anyone else would be like a short sword, almost a large dagger on my back, and another tiny little toy dagger is what it looks like, but. They're goblin-sized, and I move really light. I've got a cloak, and I do have a couple tattoos, but nothing super standout. I've got a little bit of scarring, but definitely the goal is to not get hit. And I could have had my ears pierced, and they've just been ripped out. You don't know. There's holes there.
What you're describing makes me think of a leather version of the outfit Cammy wears in Alpha 3.
Oh no, I don't know the reference.
Yeah, I'll just post it in chat.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Probably something similar. I mean, probably not quite as form-fitting or seductive. It could be, if you're into that. I don't know. You into that? You could be into that. Yeah, that's great.
All right. Riven is nowhere near as tall as an orc. He is barely 5 foot tall and wears just pitch black armor and has a purple shoulder cape and wisps of blue kind of go through where the slits of the eyes would be. 2 black horns are poke out through either side of the helmet. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Boo is still kind of looking at you, like trying to decide, like what exactly is going on with that. But she decides that since you were being secretive about it, to not verbalize anything.
Ram will verbalize everything. Oh, so why you here?
I am the blade of Firemane. I was sent here by her.
Okay.
And of course, if you're an orc, you know who that is.
Firehair, I suppose.
Well, welcome, Blade.
They nod.
I'll kind of turn my head and look between the two of them and say, Firemane is one of the new gods that is ascended, so they are effectively envoy of a god, so please be respectful of them.
Envoy of a god. Lathajuka.
So did you want to do kind of a physical description of your character as well, though?
I did. I started it out.
That was you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
I
started
thought.
off the... Yeah.
Because I thought. Okay, I'm sorry. Because I was like bringing people's characters up. I guess I didn't bring yours up. I forgot. But anyways.
Just real quick for folks who don't know, like our characters probably wouldn't know what Maha Firehair is. She is the orc chief of the Burning Sun tribe, a Serenite tribe formed mostly of outcasts from other tribes, and she was a raged priest of Serenray and strived to turn the orcs under her command away from evil, and a pursuit had earned her many enemies within the hold of Belkson. So she is now a goddess.
Okay. But I think with that and everybody's kind of even more kind of further like kind of introducing, kind of describing your characters, I think we've got a little bit over an hour in. I think it'd be good to take our first break, probably like 5-minute break, I think.
Okay.
That's fine. We're not constricted by ads because we're not on Twitch because of all the AWS issues, but yeah.
Yeah, but we should still
Yes,
take like
we
a
should.
5-minute. Yeah.
I gotta piss.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, be back soon.
yeah, we'll be back in 5. We're back. I'm sorry, I'm on mute because I'm eating chips.
Okay, so we are back. Like I said, this is the characters have kind of introduce ourselves a little bit more, or at least describe themselves a little bit more as well. Let me see. So at this point, you guys are still free to explore the camp. You can, meet some of the other people here. You guys can enjoy the food and the drink that the orcs are providing. The food is simple but hearty fare. The drinks are strong and it's free. So, so there's that. But you can also basically start meeting some of the people here that maybe have a little bit more influence. Trying to maybe start building relationships and things like that. But one of the things, one of the things that is with this adventure. Let me find them. It might be slightly confusing because they use Ardax's icon, so I'm gonna put it there next to the party first. But basically, during the adventure, at least, during this part, you can get things which are called reputation points, and you get reputation points, and depending on how much you have. Basically, these are reputation points towards like Ardax. And depending on how much you have at certain points in the story, can affect what happens.
Is it limited to just do Ardax, or is it more than that?
Well, basically the reputation.
Asking too much.
Well, it is towards Ardax, but basically I'm trying to find it where it was again. But basically, like you get reputation points for either doing doing certain feats that are catch Ardax's eye, but then also he pretty much he is the head of this kind of gathering, so he is very in the know of things that's going on, and also basically getting influence and stuff with some of the other kind of more influential people in the camp will also earn you reputation with Ardax.
Gotcha.
So let me see. You start as a group. You start out with 0 reputation points, and you can earn and also lose reputation points. So be mindful of that. So depending on your choices, but that icon of Ardax. Let me see here. Basically, if you hover over him, he has a buff. Or if you double click, or I don't know if it comes up when you double click him, but I think I set him as an observer. If you click him, I think you see in the top, you should be able to see in the top right, the buffs that he has.
If you're in the character sheet, you can go to effects and see it, Jog.
Okay, so then so I did make it so that you can look into the character sheet as well. So if that's easier, so currently reputation points and in parentheses is 0. But as you progress and as you do certain feats or get influence with other notable characters in the camp, you will earn reputation points and possibly other things. But that's where we're gonna keep track of it using that, because basically I can either left click or right click the buff to add it in there, so we'll keep track of it that way. But for now, I think we're gonna put the tracker down behind your guys' tent. We'll just keep them there for right now.
Okay.
All right. Best behavior. All right.
All right. But yeah, at this point, yeah, you are pretty much free to, to explore the camp and like, either, kind of, start to socialize with some of the other groups, or, take a look around, explore the area. It's up to you guys.
Who's
What
gonna
would you
eat?
all? What would you like to do? Yeah.
Where's the food at?
It would be pretty much like around kind of like an area close to like the campfire. I would say probably north, like an area probably like in front of like Ardax's tent, like that he came out of. So I would say like in this area, they don't have like an actual like kind of good spot for it.
Okay.
Well, I would say it'd be just like around that area.
Okay. So she's loading up her plate with meat,
Good.
like pork and sausages and just those kinds of foods. And she looks at the fruit, thinks about it, and then grabs one that looks kind of like an apple.
I'm. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Riven is actually going to go look at the food. Not so much of the food, but curious of possible cooks.
I'm gonna actively seek out 2 good ham hocks. See if I can get my hands on those.
You would be able to find like basically the boar equivalent like pretty easily.
Yeah. And as I approach Riv, oi, this is ham. It's gonna change your life. I'm gonna hand it off and just start making the rounds. I think I'd like to do a lap of the camp and just try and listen in, see what people are talking about, see if, especially if there's word of a hunt or anything like that, since that seems to be the thing to do.
Um,
To be fair, there's an orc like northwest of you that is the most stylish orc I've seen in an RPG. So I think we should start with them.
Right?
Riven is now standing there with a ham in her hand, or their hand.
Yeah. Here, I can pop up the image.
Oh wow, he's kind of hot.
Yeah, he's sexy.
Oh my.
Yeah,
I was saying, he's like-
gotta admit, trying to find character art for my character, just looking up Goblin, bad idea. There are too many people who or green skin people. I don't get it. Like the
Gremlin
ratio
energy,
just
goblin energy has taken over the last couple of years. Yeah.
Who's looking for a drink?
But actually, like, you would be able. I mean, you would actually tell he's like, that is actually, that's actually a Dromar. That's actually a Dromar.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's why he's pretty.
I mean,
As-
there's a Dromar, and then right next to him in the tent is a high elf. It looks like. So I'm curious.
Okay. So, Cram, you said you were basically you were gonna do your rounds and just kind of like listen in on things, not like actively approach anyone specifically yet, but you just wanted to kind of go around, or did you still want to do that, or did you say?
just like a 5-minute lap, just a quick looky-loo to kind of see who catches our eye and, chew on the bone of the ham hock, because the meat was gone real fast. And
Okay.
just getting an idea.
Okay, cool. But while you're doing that, is anybody else gonna be doing anything else specific?
Who's gonna approach the other Dromar?
Okay.
That's where Sabal was heading.
Okay. So you're doing that. So both of you are gonna go head over to them. Riv, what would you be doing?
Is there a cook anywhere? Like,
A cook? Not that you can see
Yeah.
at the moment.
okay.
Um,
Then I
yeah,
will
right
let
now
the others.
Yeah, because right now the table has just already been set.
Okay.
It's still pretty full, so there hasn't been anybody there yet.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of
Okay,
step back away
there.
from the others, but I want to
Go
follow
towards
after them.
And then Ulna, were you gonna be doing anything specific?
I want to people watch.
Hmm?
I said I want to people watch,
Oh, okay.
and I want.
Okay. Would you basically be doing kind of similar to what Cram is doing?
What is Cream doing?
Oh, he was doing doing the rounds and just kind of like listening in and trying to just get trying to see what they could pick up just around the camp in general.
Yes, but I was also trying to see maybe I can commune with a spirit in regards to information.
Okay. Actually, my bad. For some reason I couldn't find this NPC on the map. So I put him there, but I actually found him now. He's actually supposed to be over in this area. Hold on.
Oh,
There he
okay.
is.
Yeah, he's actually over there. For some reason I couldn't
cool.
see him.
Well, I mean, he's right next to us then. So yeah, let's definitely talk to him first.
Get away from my bit. That's my spot.
That's because on my screen there's like a book in the way, so I didn't even realize.
Looks your dog is too big.
Nope.
Is
Okay.
They.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay, but okay. So then, Uno, you said you were gonna be communing right now.
Yeah.
For what specifically?
Just seeing if I can find any spirits within these lands. Like maybe there are dead around, and they may have some history in this local vicinity.
Let me see. Wait, so is this like a specific ability that you have? Are you just kind of getting a feel just like on your own?
Getting a feel to see if what the world tells me.
Okay.
I have lore in Badlands, so maybe I can draw some information from the land itself. Maybe some from genealogy as well, or even just maybe the overall realm of occultism in regards to.
Okay, but you're trying to commune like mostly like kind of spiritual wise, though, right?
Yes.
I would say then roll me an occultism.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like I'm doing the same thing as him, but not in a physical manner.
Okay, that's fine. So we'll do that first. So yeah, we'll kind of catch up everybody else here too.
Was I supposed to do that blind?
No, that's fine. It's fine. Let me see. As you kind of reach out to kind of check on like kind of the spirits and kind of get like a read of like the aura around the place. Like it's you get like there's like the normal kind of like feelings that you would get normally, just like there is spirits around, like just like what you would normally sense, but there is also just a hint of something that just seems a little bit off, but you can't quite pinpoint it at the moment.
But it doesn't seem negative either, like danger.
Not at the moment, but it does feel, something does just slightly feel off, but you're not sure at the moment.
So that means I will be on.
Cram, can you roll me a perception as when you like basically were making your rounds and kind of trying to just kind of gather information about things, and since we are starting to getting like rolls again, remember you guys have 2 hero points.
Can I make an argument for the gather knowledge action, but because I'm streetwise feat, use my society instead of diplomacy?
Let me see.
Right here, can let me do this.
Okay,
It's a
streetwise
check.
scan for information. Use recall on the society, and then what did you want to use? What did you want to use instead? What was it?
Society.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
Sweet. Want that blind or public?
Public's fine. Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna share everything I figured out.
Yeah, because this one is fine. Okay. So as you are going around, and kind of getting notions, let me see. You learn basically kind of out of the people here there are besides Ardax, there are three that kind of stand out a little bit more. One of them is definitely this one that is near your tent, from what you gathered. Let me see. This gentleman Dromar next to you, his name is Davor, and from your he's kind of he's more like kind of like a scholarly type person, but he also been with Pathfinder Society. One of the other ones would be this person. And her name is Kestrel. She's a female elf, and let me see. What do we see? And let me see. From what you kind of heard, she is part of a survivor group. Like a survivor group that kind of fled to Absalom after the emergence of Tarbafon. She was accompanied by like a tribe of goblins who helped like her group of paladins like slip by like all the undead. Yeah. And let me see. And then the last kind of notable be this orc. His name is Rothlin. She is a member of the Gut Spear Hold. Let me see.
She is a not a Hrothgar, a Rogan.
What you can gather though, the Gut Spear Hold is that they are kind of a little bit the kind of suspects about like it's like they're kind of not they're not really known for working with outside groups really, and like you also kind of like hear rumors like that like people are kind of worried that why they sent them is like they wanted to kind of cause trouble with the other visitors here. But those are rumors. But yeah, but that's kind of what you gathered from your rounds. But yeah, let me see. Riv, Sabal, and Boone. You are all approaching Davor specifically, right?
I was, because I saw another Dromar, so I was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Okay. Just a little bit of a descriptor here. So, let me bring him back up. So a powerfully built Dromar sits on a stump in front of a small table. He wears a worn-looking breastplate that seems to have been repaired several times. Books are piled precariously high on the table, and his attention is riveted on whatever he's reading. His eyebrows suddenly rise, and he hurriedly dips a quill into a vial of ink and jots a note in a journal. Oh, just a moment. He says he catches sight. He catches sight of you, and then kind of like the practice motions, he places a blotting page in his journal, and then closes it before setting his quill aside. He rises, and then he takes a step over to you. So nice to have visitors. I've seen you around. You've just arrived, but I haven't had a chance to introduce myself. I'm Davor. How can I help you?
Davar. Boo is boo. And she points to herself. And then she points to Sabal. That's Sabal.
He gives a like nod. Pleasure to meet you too.
Pleasure to meet you.
Strange question, but do you speak Orcish?
Ribbon stands there with the ham in their
see.
hand, just standing there very awkwardly with this ham hock.
Let's see. That I am. I'm trying to see if they actually list it. I'm trying to see. I'm not sure why they don't actually list it. They normally do. I'm not seeing it, but I would say it has a
Making a-
tag, so I'm gonna assume that yes.
Okay. So she says in Orcish, I'm sorry my Italian isn't very good. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Smiles and nods and replies back. It's quite all right. I'm it is fine. I would hope to be able to speak in whatever if you're more comfortable in this way.
And she nods emphatically. What? Oh, I just forgot the name for what I'm wanting to say. Oh, what hold do you hail from?
Oh, I'm actually not with any of the holds here normally. I'm actually with the Pathfinder Society.
Oh, what is this Pathfinder Society? Is that who summoned us here?
I believe most of the other representatives have been invited by Ardax. I was invited to represent the Pathfinder Society. We basically are, you know, as kind of our name suggests, we're Pathfinders. We explore and we delve and try to experience the lesser seen parts of the world. And we believe that I was invited because we're interested to see how this alliance would be able to open up possibilities to be able to traverse and kind of explore more of the unseen parts of the world.
I see, so you're wishing to take the name Pathfinder to a more metaphoric level.
Precisely.
She's suddenly like this philosophical person with an Orcish.
Yes, she can totally speak Orcish perfectly, but Taldane she's not so good at.
I think everyone here speaks Orcish.
Yeah.
No, Ulna can't, but she has, Kit, you have a language you need to assign your character.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
recommend Orcish.
Yeah. I did adjust mine appropriately. I will add the other language back on there later.
It's a regional thing. If you've been in the region, then yeah.
everybody else has Orc.
You want Orcish? I can put it on for you.
What other languages are
That
around
probably,
it?
that's probably the most important one.
Okay.
Kinda like-
What's the second native language?
That would be the second. Yeah. There you go. I stuck it on there.
Okay.
Sounds good.
But Devor kind of tilts his head and looks at Boone, and he looks to the others, and then he looks back to Boone. And says, so what brings you here? Who do you represent?
Oh, I represent my hold, the Trisanak Kezarid. We are very nomadic, and we hunt in small packs of 5. Our hunters, we call them Zaku, have earned some renown from recently defeating a mega monitor lizard that has been killing and eating livestock in the area.
He kind of blinks his eyes, kind of widen when you start talking about your own tribe and everything, and he grins and he actually pulls out like his book and starts kind of jotting down notes excitedly. It's like, oh, fascinating, interesting.
Yes, and then we had fisticuffs, and I was the winner, so I got to represent my hold.
Fascinating, nice. Okay. So now to bring this up, basically, with the kind of the 3 characters that I did kind of bring up from Cram's kind of investigation of the camp. Basically, those would be kind of the NPCs that you can gain influence with, and basically getting enough influence will earn you reputation points with Ardax. So how you can basically between like at certain points you can attempt to gain influence with them, and once you hit certain levels you will get certain things. But to gain influence, basically you would have a chance per like I guess you can say like encounter or whatever, like I guess a influence check. You basically you use like certain skills to try to influence them. Obviously, you roll a certain skill. If you get a certain, if you're able to hit a certain DC, you'll raise your level.
Okay.
So let's see. But Boone, as you were talking about your tribe and kind of like your lineage, you actually will get the next time you try to actually influence, gain influence with Dabar, you will get +2 circumstance bonus.
Nice.
He's like, yes, fascinating. But he kind of looks to the others. And what brings you here? I guess he would look towards Sabal first.
Subal, clear starting. I'm here as a representative of the Empty Hand.
One of Ardax?
He nods, and he lets out a whistle to have the come over, and he reaches over to raise the banner that's attached to her side and actually have it raised up and presented of the wide open hand of the clan. Yes.
Incredible. Very, very beautiful direwolf. He's like kind of jotting down notes and kind of even like trying to do like a little quick sketch.
Are you interested in orc culture?
Oh yes, I am very interested in just all types of culture.
You've come at an interesting time then. Like you said, changes that hopefully are going to be positive.
Yes, yes, very hopeful for positive changes. He kind of looks over to Riven. And you?
We are the we are the Blade of Fire. Yeah.
His eyes like wide a bit fire hair? Really?
She nods. That's it.
He kind of has he kind of gets a little bit of a vibe. He's kind of chomping at the bit to kind of ask more, but he kind of contained himself and just gives like a light nod. Very fascinating, very fascinating. But if you are here for the Flood Truce, so I suppose we will be seeing each other for a bit. But it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Pleasure's all mine, Davar. She gives him a little wink.
He grins a bit and then kind of winks back.
She laughs and then she goes to go find some ale.
Yeah, turn back to look at Cram and so who do you want to speak to next? Who's caught your eye?
Well, excuse me. Well, there's the pale skin over there. Heard some stuff about how a team of paladins get out of the. Oh man, I've already lost the lore. I know these things like 2 minutes ago, and I started taking notes. I couldn't keep up.
She was basically a survivor of Last Wall, and she was part of the group that kind of fled to Absalom after Tar-Buffon like reemerged. It was like a tribe of goblins that helped them get back past like the undead and back to the city.
Yes, I explained this. And of course, I'm going to embellish it, spin it positively because of the goblin affiliation, and then point out the female orc at the far end of the camp. But that one's trouble. We need to avoid that one, but figure out as much as we can.
I'm gonna walk straight up to that one.
Yeah. I think Subal will be like, why is she trouble? As Riven does Riven things.
Where is it?
Right.
She's all the way like on the west side of the camp.
Yeah. Halfway through the walk, I'm gonna try and catch up with Riven and be like, wait, you can eat the head.
She hands him back the ham.
I keep the ham safe from whatever's about to go down.
Why is this a problem?
Okay. So Riven, I guess you're gonna go approach
Yes, I am.
Rockland, and okay. So as you approach, so you see the sound of shattering wood fills the area, and the source is immediately clear. A tall, muscular orc woman with a splitting maul strikes powerful swings at nearby logs. A jumbled pile of already split wood stands nearby, as does a smaller pile of intact logs. She heaves them all a few more times, each blow splitting the wood easily. She wipes her brow, then seems to notice you as you approach, and then just kind of looks to you and asks, "Well, are you gonna help, or are you just gonna stand there?" She asks.
They, not that it can be seen, grins beneath the helmet and holds out their hand for a maul.
Okay, let me see. Let me just double check. You are. Yep, you do have survival, and I'm pretty sure you can use axe. So yeah, she. Let me see. Yeah, she grins widely, and then reaches over and grabs another axe, and or grabs an axe, and then holds it out to you.
Okay, Riven takes it.
Okay. So, yeah. So if you're gonna go basically help cut all these logs, I'm gonna need you to roll a athletics check
No problem.
or survival.
No, I'm
whichever
rolling
you like.
athletics.
And this could be
Public.
it's public. It's fine.
Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll that.
Okay.
I didn't like that. There we go.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, and you are like not easily, but like pretty maybe not as swift as Rothland, but you're able to like pretty much like almost keep pace with her as you guys are cutting wood and doing that. Let me see. But as that's happening, are the others? Are you going to be approaching as well, or?
I can't hear you, Oz.
I think as they're talking with Subal, turns around, like, what's the problem with her? She seems perfectly normal.
I just kind of thought that she was kind of a shit stir. She was just here to cause problems, but maybe people are scared of her. Maybe she's actually here to cause problems. I don't really know, but I like to know what I'm getting into before I show up when they're within axe distance,
It's fair, but these are orc lands. Competition, fighting, taking measure of one another is how things go.
All right. If she stabs me, you gonna help me?
Oh, I'll bandage you up. I'll take care of you.
Oh, I'm gonna stab back, because I'm gonna stab back.
Well, Subal looks at Cram for a second and considers like his role here and like, yeah, I'm working to try and make things better. If she starts shit, then I will back you up.
All right, let's get in. I will approach.
Yes, Subal. What can I see about this woman as I'm approaching her? Is she like? She seems pretty strong. She's soldier, hunter.
Can you roll me a perception check?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll roll that.
Okay.
Yeah, worse.
Okay. But I mean, it is very obvious. She is very strong, and yes, with how she kind of swings her maul and everything, you know that she uses her hands a lot. But yeah, as you both approach, she looks to you two and like she looks still nods, kind of tilts her head at Cram a little bit, but kind of then nods. We're finishing up here. Are you two gonna help too?
I'll take a hand in it. You wanna try some chopping, Cram?
Well, no.
All right. She grins again, and then she goes and gets another couple axes and hands them to you. I need you both to roll me athletic checks.
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay.
It's like a 15.
All right.
You know, really showing us a boy.
There you go.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes, you pretty much like can just like you're a little behind, but you can keep up with Riven and Gotham. Cram, you are for some reason like you as your small stature, you are going ham on these logs, and you are like outpacing, like you're starting to outpace Gotham. She kind of like looks brow at you, but grins and it's like, huh. Okay.
I'm the old hammer age.
But with all of you like working on this, like you clear, like you are able to split all these logs like in no time. And Sabal and Ribbon, the next time you attempt to actually do an influence check with Rothlin, you will get a +1 circumstance bonus. Cram, you will get a +2 circumstance bonus.
Nice. I look over and I think the size of the gobbo is how you handle the axe. And people can walk away rather than start with anything.
she lets out a hearty laugh. I like him. But Cram walks away, but then she looks at you and kind of sits down her mall, wipes her brow a bit, and so I believe you both are. I mean, you all are just arrived. What brings you here?
Well, tilt this to give Ribbon the moment, considering we're here first.
They gesture to themselves. We are the Blade of Fire here. We are here for our decks.
Fire, huh? Huh. Makes sense. For Onyx to call someone them.
There's a representative of the Indians, just to help the other dignitaries fit in and roll with what happens.
So you're one of Onyx's guys, huh?
That's right.
See, all right. But yeah, thanks a lot for lending a hand. I've been able to like do it myself, but it's always good to just get things done faster.
So not that, and I agree. It's working alone hasn't seemed to be doing us any good. Working together is how we forfeit.
What brings you here?
Hear me?
You hear me now, yeah.
Oh, okay. Everything was like loading. It's so weird. I'm having connection issues tonight.
I think there's something going on with level 3 because all of us are having issues.
Yeah, it's been a little weird.
Okay.
Did someone ask me a question by chance?
No.
I apologize. Okay.
Not yet. Well, more like I guess what else you would be doing. But let's see.
He's looking something up at the moment, though.
Yeah.
Who's just chilling at the bonfire having herself a pint?
No, I'll join you. You entertained Una enough to have her be inquisitive about your habits.
Okay, well, Grothin kind of rolls her shoulders a bit, and well, I mean, I'm representing the Death Sphere hold, and it's mostly kind of just interesting. I'm just trying to see where this is actually going to go. I'm not really one to be too big in the politics, but it would be in our best interest to at least see what something as this is going to bring about.
Could you tell us about your hold? I'm sorry, DM.
That's all right.
Gorgeous.
Elixir, who's my deity again?
Oh, it's the Nethys god. From Nethys. It's the one that has the that Nethys PF2E represents with the mask.
Hmm?
I can't remember the name of it.
It's Nethys.
Oh, I'm an idiot. There you go. It's Nethys.
Well, I was gonna ask about the Death Sphere. She kind of rolls her shoulders a bit. And I see, well, right now, the Death Sphere are kind of transitioning locations at the moment. So we're proud to see kind of where we can rest our feet. But I don't know what you've heard.
Not too much.
Could I Badlands lore check to see what about it?
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
You'll have to forgive me. I am, in a way, still new.
Okay, basically, your character would know basically what's kind of like been put out. So basically, the Death Sphere, after they're disposed by the 8 Fingers Hold, they're chased away from Darkness access point of T-Gate. The Death Sphere Hold is kind of pretty much in a weak state at the moment, and they don't really have a territory themselves. So it might be possible that they're actually kind of here to maybe try to get protection and like maybe try to find a new home.
Deepgate is the entrance to the Underground, right?
Not 100% sure, but that sounds right.
I'll check. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we're portal to the Dark Ones. Okay. Yeah, it was where the Orcs came out of, and just where they came out of. Okay, cool. Well, a lot of times. I think cooperation is the best way forward, and considering the history of the tribes, and it's a good step forward for us all to work together and reclaim the gate.
She kind of gives you not like a bad look, but she looks to you, like examines you for a moment, nods like kind of knowingly. Yeah, I agree.
He's not going to say directly what happened about Ribbon because again, the portion matters, but also she isn't really coming out with it, so he's not going to push the matter just to say that he understands and he agrees.
Right. But thanks for the hand, and it was good meeting you both. I hope we see each other again. I mean, we'll definitely be seeing each other again. Well, yeah, look forward to chatting again.
Very nuts. And start signing off.
I think Ribbon goes. He's going to look at this one in. You are strong. I can't imagine you're here just as a diplomat, or if you are a diplomat, maybe you are here to show strength in your tribe.
She grins at you, and well, we'll just wait and see. Ours will have to wait and see too.
And Sabal can help you get a chance to see how both of us fight. I'll give a curtain nod and head back to the fire with the rest of everyone else.
Just let us know we are starting to break up pretty bad on stream, it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we
Like,
do
consume
that?
buffer. I think probably a good idea, but I'll leave it up to Mikko.
I mean, if maybe it's a little bit early, but if it's not doing that great, this would be a okay time to kind of call it. If
Yeah, we're buffering
something
constantly.
sucks, but yeah, we can call it there. But yeah, okay. Let's see then.
Hey, it was so fun getting to meet all of your characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for everyone. I always know what it's gonna do.
What do you mean?
Ghost talker, I don't know what the hell's happening. Every single other person here is like the most like mundane type of character possible, and then there's the ghost one. Ghost puppy.
It's just, you should think she's talking to herself. I was like, no, I'm just talking to Todd over here. Who's Todd? Todd, you're here. I don't see Todd. You're here. She'll gaslight you into thinking someone's there, but she knows someone's air on her end, but you're gaslighting. She's gaslighting you. She's actually telling the truth.
It's so funny. Like, she's gonna be like the most meme character that we have, and be one of the most straight-laced alongside Riven.
But usually these other characters they do are really, really goofy and silly and stuff. She's like, no, I'm serious. I'm talking to Todd right now.
Behind the scenes, she's trolling everyone.
Oh yeah, she's playing third-dimensional chess.
Okay, but yeah, so yeah, I guess we're gonna call it there. It's a little unfortunate, but it's fine. We went for a couple hours.
Session one.
Yeah, and we were able to get a lot of intros done and starting to get to know some of the influential NPCs and things like that. So I think it's still good. But yeah, so thanks everyone for joining me and playing. I hope you all enjoyed. I know it's a little bit of a rough start, but I'm trying to get into the swings again. But yeah, we're gonna call it there. I guess before we leave, do people have anything they want to like a shout out or anything before we out?
No, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to shout out is that this Sunday I have a karaoke stream at 3 p.m. Pacific. Yep. And then I'm off for a week, so don't bother me. That's it.
I'm gonna be all the chug DMs.
And then second, we'll be back for 7 news. So we are back to our after Christmas. Once we get to the new year, we're back to our bi-weekly schedule.
Correct.
Yeah, so we'll be having a game every week, but it's gonna be alternating.
Yes.
A little thing to let folks do. So folks joined me earlier this evening who came over. We finished our season streaming, so we're done with official streams, but we're doing community game nights on my Discord when I'm off, and so if anyone wants to stop by, they're welcome to. In the new year, we'll have a schedule change. So not only will we be doing Pathfinder every week with the Nitro Brewed crew here, I'm doing an in-person D&D game every other Wednesday too.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Fun.
And Soul is actually joining me for that.
Nice.
So we're getting him set up with his barbarian character, so it's so awesome.
Yeah.
So exciting.
I'll have
I'm
fun.
playing Artificer who has a crypto problem.
Oh, question. Are you guys doing the old rules or 2024 rules?
2024 rules.
So, Artificer just started update for 2024.
Ooh, gotta check it out then.
Yeah, you are.
It's interesting. You actually have magic items and using them, so you actually are able to just make the item. You don't need to have an item that you put magic into. And Arbor got a new specialization called Juggernaut, which is literally a giant machine that you can turn to large or size with a wrecking ball attached that you swing into people.